But yes, there are monkeys in Florida, just so you know. I've seen them here before. I didn't see any yet. We'll see if we see any today. They used to do alligator shows here. They had snakes and everything else. They don't do them anymore. So here we are at the actual springs. The main spring comes out right over near that big boat. They have glass bottom boat tours. I think for about 12 bucks you get in the park and take the tour, which it's definitely worth it if you haven't done it before. You can see lots of people kayaking down there. I did that yesterday. It was a great time. So let's go check out what's over there. We're over here by the main walk, but it looks like they're doing some construction, so looks like it's closed, but they usually have some gift shops and some food places and stuff like that. A little museum about the park. Here we have the glass bottom boat tours. Here we're looking over the main spring. You can see it drop off there. They used to film a lot of movies back in here. Creature from the Black Lagoon, Tarzan, all kinds of stuff. Sea Hunt. See a lot of water birds down in here. This is an Inhinga. Hopefully we'll see some alligators. We usually do. See lots of cormorants and Inhingas, all kinds of herons. Any water bird you can think of in Florida is probably here. Statue of Osceola. It's the only Indian chief whose tribe did not surrender to the Americans. They're technically still at war with the US because they never signed a peace treaty. So right now I'm walking the paved path over here. Goes along the spring. Sometimes you'll see alligators along here, which is cool. Over here they have a big old, looks like an old house, but I think it's just made to look like that. They do concerts and stuff in the summer in the lawn over there. So I'm on the Creek Trail, Nature Trail. It's at the far end of the we'll say, populated area of the park where there's a lot of people. I guess there's a lot of nature trails, but I don't know them. There's a bunch that run around the park. Never seen on this one anything interesting on this one other than some birds, which I am a bird watcher, so that was fun, but I doubt you'll see any alligators or any great wildlife through here. Nice open area with a pavilion. There's some walking trails down here. They used to have a tram that would take visitors down through here, but when the state took over the park, they got rid of that and they want it to be more natural, which is cool. So this is the Sea Hunt dock. I used to film Sea Hunt right over in this area here. So it's a little run down, they don't use it anymore. And there's a bird over there. Looks like a little blue heron, it's hard to tell from here.
Alrighty, good afternoon everybody and welcome to beautiful Silver Spring State Park. You folks are now currently aboard one of our world famous glass bottom boat tours. Now my name is Captain Bridger and I'll be your captaining guide for the next 30 minutes or so. This first spring that we're looking at today is called the Spring of Stars. Now, as I'm sure some of you folks probably already know, many movies and TV shows have been filmed here at Silver Springs all throughout the years. At its deepest point here, this spring will reach about 25 feet deep. Now, cruising along here, you may find some of the larger blackbirds either out in the trees or into the water in these areas here. And these are going to be both anhingas and cormorants. Now those are going to be some of our swimming birds that we have out here in the area. And those birds are excellent swimmers and they're even better fishermen, but they do lack a natural oil in their body to repel water. Now this piece of wood down here has garnered so much attention that the University of Florida from up in Gainesville wanted to come down and look at this thing for us. Well, they wanted a closer look at it, so they ended up taking this out of the water and up to Gainesville to do their research on it. And they concluded that this piece of wood was an old Native American dugout canoe. This down here is believed to be used by some of the Timucuan Native Americans that were in this area hundreds of years ago. In fact, they found out through their carbon dating that this dugout canoe is over 600 years old. And that makes it the oldest dugout canoe found in Florida. Ladies and gentlemen, will be about a 5-foot long alligator over here. Now, if you don't have the best look at Barney right now, don't worry, folks. I will spin the boat, make sure that everyone can get a good look at my friend here. Throughout the Silver River, folks, we have over 32 different species of fish out here. And this is including, but not limited to, 5 different kinds of bass, 2 different types of gar. We have catfish, and armored catfish, and several different types of brim. Out here, folks, we also have mullet, bowfin, mudfish, shad, river trout, and we even have tilapia in this river. And the tilapia is an invasive species originally from Asia.
Spring by itself is responsible for pushing out over 550 million gallons of water every single day. Now that insane number is what makes this spring the largest artesian spring made out of limestone in the entire world. Now the water that comes out of the Florida aquifer is going to maintain a constant temperature of about 72 degrees year-round. And right out of the spring, this water is already 99.8% pure fresh water. Now these three statues we're about to look at down here are the Greek gods, Zeus, Poseidon, and Hades. Right now, these sit in almost 30 feet of water. They each stand roughly 7 feet tall, and these are made almost entirely out of a mythical substance called fiberglass. Now, originally for I Spy, there were 12 statues down here in total, but when filming was done, they were going to bring all of them out of the water. And some of the local people here in Silver Springs put up such a stink that they compromised. So they only took out 9 and left 3 beneath us here for our viewing pleasure. How nice.